Welcome back to NSG Fall 2025, everyone. This event, we are raising money for NRK TV Action and the Atlas Alliance. You can donate with the links below the stream. And now, it is time for Heinki and Tomb Raider Anniversary, as I have just announced. Heinki, have fun and do take it away.
Yeah, thank you. I was not asked if I'm ready. That's very rude. Anyways. Hi, I'm going to showcase Tomb Raider Anniversary. So, without further ado, what? Whoa, hang on, I need to clear something. A fight. Turn the camera around. No. Okay, let's get going. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, whoops, I forgot. It doesn't matter. Okay, don't blink. I failed, never mind, you can blink now. So, this game is very broken. And if you know the PlayStation 1 game, this is basically a remake or a remaster or reimagination. Oh, by the way, we're walking air, don't worry about it. And this is the glitch we're going to use mostly in the game, which is called the air walk. It allows us to walk on air, obviously. And how it works is we have this stumble animation. And the moment we have the stumble animation, the script is getting basically deactivated to finish the animation, and after that the gravity will be turned on. However, we can interrupt, or we can make sure that this animation is never getting interrupted by pulling out the weapons, which I'm doing here. And as long as I have the weapons out, collision is deactivated, or more like gravity is deactivated, which allows us to walk in the air. So there's only one issue with this trick, and it is basically that every time we stop moving or we want to gain height or get lower, we cannot do that. So we need to use the environment around us so that it works. And the moment I put the weapons back, the animation is basically finished and we can walk on the ground again. So we just do a bit of the stuff here, just doing a bit of jumping, don't worry about it. Lara's neck is very, very stiff, so she can do this a couple of times. And then we just push some buttons, do some parkouring, and what you will see me mostly do is the side roll. The side roll is the fastest movement in this game. So every time I pull the weapons out, also by the way, whoop, just zipping up, don't worry about it. I will do a lot of side rolls and backflips. Backflips are also the faster way, but it has one problem. We cannot see where we are literally going, so you would need to know the map layout, which for some parts is easy, for others a bit more difficult. In any case, we're just gonna do some swan diving. Whee! Also, I realize I have V-Sync on. That might be a problem. Might it be? I'm not sure. Whatever. I'll just see how things are going. I think there is one part where it will be a problem, but hang on. Let me fix that quickly. Is it even here? Cheats? Display? Did you see? No. You lied. Okay, it's fine. I would need to restart. It's okay. I will see. There's some backup strats I can do, I think. I haven't done it with V-Sync in a while. But it's fine. Just an arrow trap first. Let's go through this. Wow. And here's the puzzle section. So as you've seen before, we don't really like climbing sections and puzzle sections, which is a big part of the game. We want to go fast, and we're going fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up here in the airwalk and just go through this wall, and I'm out of bounds now. There you go. So this area I know, so I can do some couple of backflips, which I'm doing right now. And as you can see, there's nothing beneath. How this game works is it is divided into chunks. But first, we are doing a little trick. Oh no, I dropped. I got a checkpoint wall. Never mind. So what I'm doing is how it works is the level is divided in chunks. So if I get through the trigger, I load the next area. And because of that, I can just continue walking. Also, nice climbing here. I just jump on the switch, and because of that, I can go through. It's not the switch 2, but well, whatever. So every time you hit the trigger, you load the next area, and that's how you can progress. So you don't need to be even inbounds as long as you know where the triggers are, and that as long as you hit them, the next area is loaded and you can continue. Here again, another puzzle section with a bit of climbing, doing a little stuff here and there. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to get some height from these statues and the corner. And now I'm going to roll into this little corner here where I can get out of bounds, like ta-da! And the great thing is, like, you can see how level design works. So this is like the skybox, which is just a cube, and then you have like this light source up there, so you can see the sky, and that's basically it. And now we are in the next area. Once again, we're gonna hit the loading trigger here, which is in this area, and voila, next area is loaded, and I can go further. And we're almost done with the first level. Well, almost. So first of all, here's a little fun fact. There's a bat going to fly at us, which is a debug bat. Why do I know it? Well, this bat doesn't exist normally. It wouldn't spawn and it wouldn't bother you unless you go through this out of bounds. I don't know why it's there. Must have been a test or maybe some old code they forgot to remove. But it doesn't bother us. So here is another puzzle section where you normally need to get those cogs to disable the waterfall and whatnot. We're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go out of bounds next to the waterfall. There you go, and oh no, I'm too high. Let me. Oh, is this gonna work? Okay, yeah, we got it working, and now we just did hit the trigger, okay, and then we go to the next section. So here, once again, normally, if you go into this puzzle room and you know this level, there's going to be a ball of death which rolls down and tries to keep you from going into the secret area, and then you need to go into those 2 rooms at the side, do a bit of puzzles, and then once the door opens, you can go and get the artifact or the relic. We're not gonna do that, that's too slow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to first get the right height, which I did. Then I'm rolling into this thing, turn the camera around, do a backflip and fail. So I have to redo this. And what I'm trying to do is I'm getting out of bounds in a certain height so that I can roll into the last relic room and get the relic that I want. So first of all, we need to get the airwalk again. Once again, make a fail. So it's okay, we have checkpoints, so I can just reload that and redo it. So make, what? Whoa. Okay, sure. Make Lara stumble. There you go. Pull the weapons out, airwalk activated. You can see that I'm falling into the floor. Do a back roll. Okay, there you go. We're out of bounds. Do a little, do a little roll over here. And here's the fun fact. So if you go into this area, there is the death trigger. So you need to, fail. Not fail. I failed. I'm just gonna load this room. Screw this. Escape. There you go. So I will be just in the next room. We go up here, get the relic, and then we just continue. I don't want to do it again because it's too slow. But yeah, so normally you just jump into this area. The ball of death never gets triggered, as you can see here, and then you can just continue and walk away. So now that we got the relic, we're just failing again. Do normally an airwalk, but I can just climb up. And then we have a little QTE happening at the end of a level. So this game still has QTEs, and that is kind of unfortunate. They're pretty boring. And there's one big issue with them. If you spam the keys, even though you know them, you will fail them. You need to press them when the game tells you to press them. If you do it beforehand or too late, well, you die. And the funny thing is, like, I always forget what I have to press, so I just need to pay attention for a moment. Okay, let's skip a cutscene. Oh no. Okay. Some fighting. Sliding. Okay, and we're done with a QTE. Okay, now we can skip that. Spam, spam, spam. Nein, ich will nicht. Okay, oops. So, all right. Okay, now I'm looking to the left side. Okay, I got it. And that allows me to skip those lions. Yeah, they're lions. Because if I don't do that, they will see you and the AI gets triggered and it immediately charges you. So I want to avoid that. And then we just go over here. Lara, please. Out of bounds, go. No? Okay. Hello. There you go. Then we go once again out of bounds to skip this section. And now comes one of the biggest skips of this game, which saves 15 minutes. It's called fully skip. So there was an old version and there's a new version. And how it basically works is you need to go into 4 different rooms, get the keys sorta, and open a big door to get to the next area. Back then, you could skip it by using bats to gain height and go out of bounds. And now we have a more ridiculous strat, which I'm gonna do. But first of all, we need to do some parkour. Also 360, woo! Once again, 360, woo! And don't worry, just normal training. So what I'm going to do now is I need to align properly here, switch to the shotgun, where I don't have ammo. Okay, that should look fine. Do a handstand, get out of bounds, and then need to do a precise jump and fail. Okay, she died. It's fine. I'll give it a couple of tries. This is like the hardest trick in the run. So we need to do a handstand to get out of bounds. And once you go out of bounds, you need to pull the shotgun, do a side jump, immediately turn around, and then use a fall damage cancel with a grappling hook, which we haven't done or I haven't explained yet. So let's try this again. Handstand. Oh, god damn it. Didn't work. Like, this is very precise, so it's fine. Then we do the fall damage cancel with a grappling hook, and next to one of those puzzle pieces, or like switches, oops. It's fine, don't worry. Swan dive of death happens. Next to one of those switches where you put the key in, is a little tiny platform which goes out of bounds, and I need to land on it so I can go through that door. So, okay, that's too far, okay. Need to look properly, handstand. Oh, so close, so close. Yeah, I almost got it. I was a bit too far away from the position where I need to land. But this is basically what we need to do. It is very precise. If you, well, as you have seen, if you do one of the actions wrongly, you die, and you have to reset. And if you fall into the floor because there is no death collision, you just fall forever until the game crashes. So it is not recommended. Okay, one more time. There you go. Okay, but we're not done yet. That's the first part. So now we're out of bounds, but we need to go to the other side. I need to do a stutter step here. Okay, there you go. We got to the second platform, and I failed like an idiot. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. We're gonna use a save file. But if I would have done it correctly, we would be on the other side of that room, and because of that, we can just continue. There you go. This is where we would have been now if I got the jump correctly, and then we would just continue. But this saves us 15 minutes, and we don't need to do any of the puzzles, which is very nice. It's a very hard trick, as I mentioned, and one mistake, and it's just basically over. But it's fine. We have save files prepared, because this is also a marathon, so who cares? All right, first, now we need to do a bit of swim. Wrong way. And of course, we have an air mechanic, because, well, it's a Tomb Raider. But we don't care that much. We can. The good thing is you just lose health and you have medkits, so you can just heal yourself up if you're drowning. So no worries about that. Just put a band-aid on your lungs or something. I don't know how it works. But for now, we just go over here. Once again, jump on this, pull out the weapons, and then do a bit of acrobatics. And since I have a bit of time, all right, it's your turn. I choose you. It's okay, I can do more overtime. I'm German after all.
That's very true, but if you still have time, we can...
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. We have received a 100 krona donation from Ukyu saying, Heinki, you are breaking the game. I really want to see that Colin McRae rally sound pack though. Good luck, much love, smaller than 3. And with that 100 krona donation, we have received the final leg to meet the incentive for Samir, You're Breaking the Car for the Colin McRae game. So thank you so much for that donation. And we have also received a whopping 500 krona donation from Anonymous. So thank you so much for your generous donations. Keep those coming. And now back to you again.
Yeah, thank you. Also, this is the most effective way to go downstairs. Try it at home. No, please don't try it at home. Okay. But yeah, we just did like a bit of skipping in the Colosseum. So now this is the Midas Palace. As you know, Midas Palace is the golden touch. If you touch it, you die. I mean, you turn into gold. But in this game, you also die. It's a little mechanic. But we're also skipping that. So first of all, I'm getting an airwalk. And then I'm just going out of bounds. Okay, bye, gorilla. And now we're going for a little swim. So water is also out of bounds, and as I mentioned before, there are loading triggers, which you can also hit outside. So I need to get this wall here, there you go. load the next area, and then I need to do it another time. If it's not working, it's not too bad. There's another trick where I can just go inbounds and then go out of bounds once again. So let's see if that's gonna work. So first of all, once again, swim inside. That worked, perfect. Now we just swim up, and we swim up out of bounds. So I'm going over here. Now I should be able to walk. Then there's this box. Oops. Come on. Lara, pull weapon out, please. Okay. There you go. Now we just go out of bounds, and here's once again another puzzle where you need to race the water up and down, left and right. I don't know. We don't care about that. We're just going to the final part where we need to go into this area here. Whee! Go a bit for a little dive, and we're going into a boss room. So there are mini bosses and bosses in this area. In the first level, we completely skipped one of them, which is the dinosaur. If you played the PlayStation version, you don't need to fight him there. But here, it is mandatory to fight them. But, well, we just skipped it. And here is the next boss, which is the Senators. Like, there are two bosses actually in one, but yeah, we're just gonna kill them quickly. No, I didn't get the out of bounds. Okay, need to gain more height once again. Come on, keep rolling. Okay. There is like a small, there you go. A small little crate where you can, or not crate, crack in the wall where you can go through to get out of bounds. And now we're here. So once again, I'm going to do a backflip because this gives me some additional height to jump over obstacles instead of rolling. So I'm just gonna go into this corner, find the sweet spot, there you go. Go out of bounds, get inside the room, and trigger the boss fight. So there's once again a cutscene happening with a boss fight. Oh no. Just a bit of dodging. Alright, and the Senator boss fight. Let's go. Oops, not stats. There you go. Oh wow, oh, I got the wrong weapon. Oh no, that's bad. I mean, actually, it doesn't matter. So, how this boss fight works is we need to make them angry. So, after the first shot, okay, they do this petrifying shot, whatever you want to call it, and make you into stone, so you need to dodge it. And then, on the second one, they charge at you. So, you have to do a so-called adrenaline jump, and then you can get the weakness. So, now I'm going to try to do a one cycle. Oh, come on. Spam! Yes, okay, there you go. So this is very important, so you have... No, I'm too slow. Okay, whatever. No one cycle, but still pretty good. So what I needed to do is, you saw that I had to get the shield away from this guy. And the problem is, if I don't do that, then they're always going to charge at you. So what I try is, I'm trying to kill the guy with the shield in the first round, so that they skip the charging, and then always do the petrifying beam, whatever you want to call it. And because of that, we can just immediately kill both of them, and don't need to do like this, or steal the weapon, or steal the shield once again. Alright, so now we're done with Greece. We are in Egypt. Hello. Please, airwalk, thank you. And now we just go to the next area. So here, once again, a lot of puzzles, a lot of big areas, but we're just gonna skip it and go to the ending immediately. Also, in this case, there is no boss, so that makes things a bit faster, since we can just skip most of the areas. So first of all, once again, doing a lot of rolling, just the same here. So now we're gonna trigger a cutscene. I'm too fast. Do a little jump here and fail. That's not... Yeah, that's pretty bad now. Can I... Oh, okay, we still manage. So these guys are pretty annoying because, once again, the moment you get hit or you stop moving, you lose your airwalk. And because they hit me, I lost the airwalk. Okay. One... No! Come on. A little bit of backstep. Okay, there you go. Get the airwalk so we can get out of bounds in this area. And then we're doing a fall damage cancel. So I didn't explain it. because it wasn't that necessary. But how it works is if I switch weapons and not reload my shotgun, I can do a fall damage cancel. But because I had to reload the shotgun, which I'm gonna do this time. Very kind of you, Panther. Hello? Hello? Leave me alone. I have work to do. Thank you. So what I can do is, like, the moment you switch your weapons and then use the grappling hook before you hit the ground, it will cancel the fall damage, and that way you can survive any height. So the problem was just now because I had not reloaded the weapon, the reload weapon animation started automatically, and because of that, I can't use the grappling hook or any other interaction, so that was a bit unfortunate. But this time it's not gonna happen. So first of all, let's get into position once again, get the airwalk, and now we keep rolling. There you go. Nice things, by the way. So once again, oh no, the area did not load. What should I do? What? She was reloading again. Didn't I reload it? What? God damn it, Lara. Okay. Third time's the charm. Hello, Panther. Leave me alone. Okay. Too fast again. Okay. Now. All right. Align, okay, jump, okay, do this, do that. Keep rolling. I swear. Oh, I didn't reload the guns. Oh, come on. Okay, all 3 weapons were not reloaded. All right. Now this time. Ooh, there you go. This is what's supposed to happen. Finally, Jesus. All right. Okay, there are 2 of those mummies. No problem. Just shoot them. Oh, come on. Sirs. Okay, there you go. Now that's taken care of. We need to do a little puzzle. We just turn this twice. And then we do the same here. And I'm going to try to do a little trick. And I got the jump, but I didn't get on the platform. So that would be allowing me to just be on the top again. It's not too bad since it just loses 2 seconds or something, so whatever. And now we just need to do a bit of climbing. Just go up here. Jump over. And then do some airwalking once again. So now we're in the next area where we have the puzzle of the Sphinx. But we're also not gonna do that because, well, it's slow. So what we can do is, there is a little bit of space where you can go out of bounds if you jump on top of the door of the Sphinx. So what we're gonna do is, we are gonna align ourselves like right here. Jump over, pull out the weapons, and there you go. Can just jump on top over it. Ooh, thank you. And because of that, we just skip the puzzles, and now we can just go to the end room. So there are a lot of rats just going to try nagging on us, which is fine. We're just gonna be faster. I'm very low on health, but it actually shouldn't matter. I don't need the medkits. The medkit is just insurance, just in case something happens. And once again, another puzzle where you need to play with water, pushing it up and down to hit some triggers. But it's not a problem. We don't need to do that. So once again, give me the airwalk. There you go. Now we are losing some height with the geometry once again. I need to be careful though. I don't want to go too low. That should be fine. And now we're just going to the end of the room. So the next area has one of those... Okay, there you go. Has one of those battle areas where you need to fight 4 monsters, and then you need to also do like a parkour part. But we're gonna skip the parkour part and the monsters and just go and fulfill the puzzle. So since we know where we need to roughly go, we're just going to do some backflips. The good thing is, since I know roughly the area, And I am also going to not trigger the AI since I did not see them yet. They're just gonna attack us much, much later and leave us alone, which is pretty good. Okay, there you go. We're at the first switch. Put that in. Then we also get a checkpoint, which is nice. Do a little airwalk, or not. And then just jump over here to do the second one.
No.
Yes, okay. Then little diving here. And hit the trigger to get the last relic in Egypt. Whoa. And a little bit of QTEs once again. So now we're gangsters. They want to kill us, but yeah, we just punch them. Worse aim than a stormtrooper. A little bit of dodging. And now he's trying to shoot you with a shotgun and can't even hit you. Really bad aim. Oh well. I didn't do it. All right. And now we're already in the final area. So as you can see, this game is quite short. It has like the 4 main areas. If you played the PlayStation version, same thing. Just, as I said, more puzzles, more things to do. And so the speedrun is very quick. I think casually it's like 10 to 12 hours. If you do everything, there's a lot of secrets and a lot of like other mechanics which we completely skip. So it's a great game. Loved it. But as I said, like the speedrun is very, very broken. But that's why I also love it. So now we have a problem. So mostly we used all of the tricks thanks to having guns. But now I don't have any guns. So I need to play this game casually. I know it's, yeah, it is very sad, I know. But don't worry, I'm going to get my guns in a different manner. Lara? Okay, there you go. And the good thing is, like, there's another trick. Like, in the next area, our weapons are in a container where you need to normally do a puzzle and skip some enemies, try to survive. And once you put a crane with this box on this other box, you can get your weapons. However, I can do something cooler, and that is to use a grappling hook to extend the arm from Lara into the wall, and then you can see that little triangle is coming into the corner. And if I press the interaction key, I can grab the guns through the wall, and now we can do some airwalking again. Also, funnily enough, because of that, we don't kill one of those gangster dudes, and the others we also don't kill, so it's basically a pacifist run. So I don't know why Lara is told to be a killer in the game. Okay. Oh, come on. Right, fine, I do it the old method. I need to do a backflip here to... Hello? I need to do a backflip here to gain height. There you go. And once again, we're just going to do some side rolling out of bounds and just go around this area. So we don't need to do all this climbing, all this crane puzzles and whatsoever, so that we can get into the next area and we just go out of here. So I need to hit the loading trigger over here. Hooray. And... Oh, okay, nah, sorry. I'm just joking. This is all planned. I need to magnum here. Okay, so if you time where you're landing... okay, how do I get there now? Oh yeah, I need to do an airwalk here. Okay, that's fine. So since I know where roughly this post is, I can just drop on it, just spam E, and then you will never die. So it makes things easier. Now I need to do an airwalk here, so not to fall into the lava, and now we're just going to run around once again. So I need to go up here, up there, and then we just do some climbing over here to get to the next area. Ooh. Okay, nice pulling away your weapons, I guess. So we need to do it again. Jesus. Okay, once again, grab ammo, good job. Switch weapons, okay. Airwalk, there you go. And do more climbing. Okay. There you go, that's what I wanted to do. So here once again, little stone allows us to do an airwalk because we stumble, and instead of doing this entire, well, climbing section, we can just roll up. Makes things just faster. And once again, Here's a cutscene where you see those two gangsters from before who are trying to kill you, and then you kill both of them. But if I go out of bounds, we never have to kill them, so we don't need to worry. And also we don't need to do a puzzle here. Also there's this pink plane on the bottom. For whatever reason, it's a debug thing, I don't know. They left it in or forgot about it, and we can just basically ignore it. Go in here, do a fall damage, cancel or not? What? Did the weapons not reload? No, it did. Okay. So we would have done another fall damage cancel and just go inbounds again. Well, since we have to do this again, and we have a lot of time since there's in the next area we need to walk a lot. All right, it's your turn.
Thank you very much. We have just received a 250 krona donation from Mod366 saying, Heinki, here's what you gotta do. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. And don't forget to reload your guns. Greetings from the Germany.
Oh, danke, danke.
Thank you so much for your donation, Mod. This donation is also going towards the bid for Fire Emblem Three Houses. And Mod chose the female gender for Bliat, the player figure. Thank you so much for your donation, and let's head back to you.
Thank you. I didn't know that there's an invisible plane. Oh, okay. I went accidentally inbounds, but it's fine. There's a checkpoint, so I can just reload from here. Very sad. It's okay. All right. Need to go up once again. All right. This time I'm going further out of bounds. The problem is you can see this fire here, or the lava. If you hit it, you still die because it still has collision. No, what the heck? Why am I in there again? Oh. Okay, whatever. You didn't see anything. We are going to the next area. So yeah, we went all the path down here, and now we are here. So don't worry about it. And now we're going to do some out of bounds. Once again, hello. Please pull out weapons. There you go. So we're just going to get some height here. And then the next room, which is a very huge run killer, is vertical room. So vertical room doesn't allow you to reload at all. It has no checkpoints, or it has checkpoints, but they're not working. And the reason they're not working is because we skipped that cutscene with the two gangsters. So if you fail, you would need to go from the area where those two gangsters are back in. And the problem is, as I mentioned before, if you want to gain height, you need to use the environment around you to gain height. And since there is not a lot, you need to basically do it normally, and you have only one try to do it correctly. And since this is a climbing action where you also go or do the airwalk, things can go pretty bad. So let's see. Like one thing that can go bad is Lara not grabbing this corner. This is like one of the things which killed my runs way too many times. There's no reason for it. It just cannot work or not work. So you just better pray. And then there's the other area, which you saw me fail in the previous level, where I fell into the lava. If you don't hit the timing correctly with pulling your weapons away and then jumping, Lara will just drop to her death and then not climb at all. But we also got that going, so we are mostly safe now. So we're almost done with the vertical room already, which is great. But it's not done yet, because in the next area there is some blades which will kill you. And if they hit you, then you have to redo everything once again. As I said, no checkpoints work until you go into a mini boss fight, which is also like in this area. So you need to be very good at this and not make mistakes. Luckily, we don't need to shoot anymore, so all we need to do is get over here, which worked, and yeah, we're done with vertical room. Looked much easier than it normally is, so I'm very happy with how it turns out. Okay. Once again, we need an airwalk, because the next room is the doppelganger room. So if you played this casually, or also in the first game, there is a doppelganger who will imitate everything you are doing. And normally you're supposed to solve a puzzle with that and then go to the next area, but we're gonna skip it once again because we have the airwalk. Also, funny enough, because we have the airwalk, the doppelganger also has the airwalk, as you can see. Like, hello, and bye. So what I'm gonna do now is, we have the loading triggers, as I mentioned, or as I explained before. And what we're gonna do now is, we are going to deload the previous area and load the next area. So what happened is, now that I deload this area, once I go out of bounds, once I go through the tunnel again, the first area we went through is not loaded, which means no collision is there. And that allows us to skip this entire area and we get into the mini boss fight, which is Torso. So Torso has a huge skip, which we're going to do. And basically we are skipping the entire fight and go immediately to the end boss. But it's quite tough, so I will just do some setup. Once again, deload the area with the boss. Make sure to not get hit. And now we have to do out of bounds, basically through... without seeing anything. Oh no, I went too low, yeah. Can I get up again? I don't think so. I will have to redo this fight. Yeah, I failed. Okay, just burn. Whee! Bloop, bloop, bloop. So, that was a bit of a mistake. I needed to lose height, but not too much. So I hit the corner of this area here. Let me explain it, because now we can still see stuff. Oh, well, after we're doing this. Whee! Bye, Lara. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, bye again. Yeah, this is a bit unforgiving. If you don't get the airwalk in the first couple of seconds, you just die. Whoop, there you go. So I want to align with this thing later, so that the head is hitting the that corner, but I don't want to go underneath, and that is very important for the next area if I want to get out of bounds. Oop. There you go. First, deload the area once again, and now we need to make sure that we don't lose too much height. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, okay, I'm hitting the corner as you... Well, maybe you can realize it or not, but you can see that I'm going diagonal, but Lara is getting stuck. So I'm moving further to the right, okay. I hit the corner, now I'm going here, do a roll underneath, wait a second, and then I keep rolling, and there you go, we got it. So there is literally one small pixel where you can get out of bounds in this boss fight, and if you don't hit it, you won't get out of bounds, but you get back on the platform, and it is very hard to do. So with a bit of practice and getting the timing, it is not too bad, but it takes some time, obviously. And now the cool thing is, because we did not finish the boss music keeps playing now until we are at the end boss. So we have some action music while we're just going out of bounds. So get some height, okay. No, that's not high enough. I lost height. Ah, damn it. Once again. Lara. Okay, there you go. Roll around, and now, since we know where the loading triggers for the next chunks are, we're just gonna hit them and then continue. So, like, you can see normally a lot of minions would spawn, you would need to fight them, but we're skipping all of that. Then we go over this tunnel, hit the loading trigger for the next area. Make sure the guns are reloaded. I don't want to die again. All right. Oh, I hit the lava in the air. Are you kidding me? That never happened before. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, there's lava in the air. If you touch it, you die. But it's fine, because I would land down here doing one of the cool tricks once again. But man, that is ridiculous. Okay, but first I need to go into combat mode, go into manual for the next boss fight. And now we have a final boss fight already, which is Natla. So she's this thing, I don't know what it is. And we need to shoot her wings to activate the second phase. So the reason we do manual is because now we can switch to attack the wings, because otherwise we will be stuck with whatever you aimed at first. Hello? Please aim at the wings. Oh my god. There you go. Okay. Oh no, Lurven started Redfall. No. It's fine, don't worry. Okay. Come on, Natla. Okay, one wing is dead. We need to just get the other one. Natla. Can you? Hello. I swear. There you go. Okay. Second phase happening. Once again, like with a Senator, we need to make her angry, which is not that hard. And now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. What? There was too many? Oh, god damn it. Okay. That is unfortunate. I wanted to do a cycle skip. So you need to do 7 shots. Oh, because I think I know why. Oh well. I shouldn't have used the magnums for this, but whatever. So you want to have 7 shots so that she does another charge attack. And because of that, you can get her down to the last phase where she's gonna charge you and just immediately kill her. It's okay, we just needed to do an extra cycle, but it's done. Oh, and now we have more QTEs. And yeah, that's basically it. We're almost done. Just need to do the final QTE.
What have you really accomplished here? Nothing.
Yeah, really fun game. Loved it casually. Speedrun is hilarious. Can recommend. I did it back then in 2016 for the 12-hour challenge to learn a new speedrun. It was a great time, loved it. Back then it was a bit harder since not a lot of tricks were discovered yet, or were mostly done in single segmented, and now the run is still quite unforgiving, but also a lot of fun. Can recommend it, especially for beginners. Okay, a bit more QTEs. Stone to the face, always works. Bonk.
No, I haven't.
Okay, where's the switch? Okay. And time. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. Switch. Go. I want to eat.
We can do that. Thank you so much, Heinki, for your fantastic run of Tomb Raider Anniversary. I just want to take the time and say that we already reached 5,000 krona for our charity. So thank you so much for your continued support of NSG. We don't want to keep you waiting any longer, Heinki. So we are going into a quick break and we'll be right back for you. Thank you so much and don't go anywhere.
And even as their hooves shook the earth beneath.
Hey, hey, hey everyone, how is it going? It's me, Oranea, your favorite neighborhood host, and you are currently watching the Norway Speedrunner Gathering. We are currently live with a 3-day speedrunning marathon that is coming to you from the municipality of Gjerdrum in Norway. We are raising money to support TV Action, the world's largest volunteer effort. This year, the money raised goes towards the Atlas Alliance, whose goal is to open doors for disabled people who are living in war and poverty. If you want to get updates for when our marathons go live and when your favorite runs are coming up, then do follow us on Twitter at nsg_marathon. Also, if you use the hashtag NSG Fall 25, you may be featured live on stream. And don't forget, if you have Twitch Prime, you get a free subscription to any channel. If you like to support the channel and our events, go ahead and use your sub here. It will give you an ad-free viewing experience and also access to our emotes. Do you want to support future NSG events? Then do that, because all our revenue from ads, subscriptions and cheers goes directly back into future NSG events. So we welcome all of your contributions towards helping NSG become bigger and better. Thank you so much for your continued support, and we are still setting up for the next run, so don't go anywhere. while we are getting nice and comfy and still setting up for the next game, let me tell you a little bit about the speedrunning landscape in Europe. As like there are many countries in Europe itself, there are also many different speedrunning organizations who are supporting each other. For one, there would be the UKSG, which has a long history of supporting NSG itself. They hold in-person events in Glasgow, Scotland 3 times a year and have supported us from the very beginning. The next event is UKSG Blue 2025, which will actually happen next weekend. So make sure to catch them at twitch.tv/UKSGmarathon. We would also like to thank BSG for their continued support. If you live in or near the Benelux region, then the folks at BSG have got you covered, with regular events held in the Netherlands. The next event, BSG Plus 2026, will be held in January in Nieuwegein in the Netherlands. Make sure to check them out at bsgmarathon.com for more details. Also, we want to shout out our friends at Bingothon, an online event that is featuring nothing but bingo boards upon bingo boards. If you're a fan of speedrunning bingos and want to see cool people raising money for Fred Hutch, then this event is definitely for you. Their next event, Bingothon Winter 2025, will take place in December, so do check them out at bingothon.com to learn more. You can see on the small part of the schedule that is currently on screen, one of the next upcoming games is Karma Flow, the rock opera video game. And for that, we have currently an incentive open where you can donate for which band you want to see at the end. where you can decide between Simone Simmons and Danny Filth. And right now, with a 250 krona, Simone Simmons is in the lead. So if you want to see Simone lead even further, or even want to see Danny Filth in the Karma Flow, so get your donations in to make that happen. We also have a bunch of other incentives that you can put your donation money towards. For example, you can still choose the gender for the Fire Emblem Three Houses character Bliath, and also choose the file name with 8 characters for Fire Emblem Three Houses. You can also make Viper actually play a racing game at NSG for the game Monsters Inc. Scare Island. So there's a myriad of things that you can actually do, and if you want to do that, just type !donate in chat or find the link to donate below the stream. Well, everyone, it looks like my time as a host has come to an end for the time being here at NSG 2025. I will be handing it over to the loveliest Tiny Team 78. So you, Tim, have fun, and I will be back for you to host tomorrow evening. So I'll be looking forward to be back. See you soon, everyone.
Hello there, folks. My name is Tiny Tim 78. Welcome, welcome. You are watching NSG Fall 2025. Can I hear everybody? Thank you so much indeed. I hope everybody is doing well. First off, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody watching. We have raised an incredible amount of 5,069 nice krona for the charity today. And we are going to be going on with the next one very shortly, which is going to be Battleblock Theatre with Seductive Spatula and Chaos Edge. And thank you so much indeed. I'm going to be quiet just now and let them get set up, and then we will be right back with you. Thank you so much for watching. Please use exclamation mark donate in the chat. Please get those donations coming in, and I am looking forward to this next run. Thank you very much. Hello there, folks. Welcome back. You are watching NSG Fall 2025. We are back with our next run, which is going to be Battleblock Theatre with Seductive Spatula and Chaos Edge. Please take it away.